5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, it's Tom. I am thrilled to be able to share with you a world zine system that I never thought I would do, and that is a digital zine distribution coming out of Warsaw, Poland. This is really cool. Now, you know, if you've watched this channel for any period of time, I am a Luddite. I like my paper zines. I want to be able to touch them, to open them, to read them like a regular book. This is what I like. And this is Steve Willis's Cranium Frenzy 44, which is very good. But anyway, the reason I am sharing this with you is that I found this online, I believe in a Berlin zine Facebook group. And this gentleman, Bartek Bajiski, please excuse me if I get it wrong. I'm not fluent in Polish. I can't even really speak it, but I used a translator service and slept at a Holiday Inn Express last night. So this is Bartek, born in the 70s, but he was raised for a reality in the 80s that never arrived. Basically, the Soviet system collapsed. So he's adapted his entire life, and he now is in the world of zines. He's got a website here called Gniazdo's Swiatow. I believe that's what it's pronounced. And I'll have the information in the show notes so that you can get to this. It's his kind of pop culture / art / creative website. At the top, he has books and other publications, podcasts, reviews, and information about him. So in his books and other publications, he has books that you can buy. He has paper models, he has ebooks with journalism, a list of his current projects, but he has this, which is free zines distribution. And if you click on that, note, this is all in Polish right now. So I'm going to turn on Google Translate, switch it to English, and we now have everything in English so that we can see what it's about. He offers the zines in Polish. He offers them in English. He has what he calls co-op or multi-language zines, and then he has some done by guests. I love the quote here from Linda Berry. You have to be willing to spend time making things for no reason. If that's not a call to arms to making zines, I don't know what is. He has a wonderful, wonderful inventory of single page zines that you can pull up. They're in PDF form. You can pull them up. You can print them off on a laser printer or an inkjet or what have you. And you can read them, cut them and read them right there. They're just single pagers. So they use the small 8 panels per one side of a page. And he has all these available. And this is the Polish. I'm going to switch to the English. He has zines about zines. I'll pull one up just to show you what it looks like. Why do we make zines? We'll do that. Done for International Zine Month 2025. There. Now, he prints these or formats them for an A4, the European A4 page size. That is different than what we use in the States with the 8.5 by 11 paper, the letter size paper. You have to resize your print settings to make it fit the page. A4 is slightly larger. And as I will show you later, stuff gets cut off if you don't resize. But yeah, that's how he does it. You can see the 8 panels all perfectly set up. And I'll close that one. He has stuff on science and history. I did The Triumph and Tragedy of Soyuz 11. I printed a few of these out already. I thought I would share it with you. There it is on the screen. you can see how it's supposed to look. Now, pay close attention to this side of the screen, because when I printed out and didn't resize, look what happened to this side of the screen. It cut off. Took me a couple tries, and I finally got it right and was able to make the zine. Printed at home on my home printer. No time flat. I have a zine from, I guess he calls himself Godai, talking about the triumph and the tragedy of Soyuz 11, where it didn't end well for those folks. Rest in peace. He has so many different zines, so many different topics. Then he goes into his comics. Let's take a look at the Dark Knight one. Now, I didn't print this off. Oh, that's nice. He's a pretty good artist. I like his shading, especially right there, that horizontal shading for the background. That's really good stuff. Cool. He also has Wally Wood's 22 panels. If you don't have this one, folks, in some form, doesn't matter if it's the original or his reformatted version here, you need to get this, because 22 panels is like the cheat sheet for making visually interesting looking comics. And it's there. It's free. I pulled up Did I Stutter? Printed this one off. Pretty cool. Nice little gag strip. If you want to read it, you can download it yourself. And he does these I Read comics. And the one that really turned me on to this website was the Love and Rockets one, because I've been on a bit of a Love and Rockets kick over the last few months. This one's neat in the sense that he has 3 two-page spreads. So much as you've got a 2-page spread here, he does it with the text and with the spot illustrations. That's pretty cool. He also has some art zines. Here, let's pull up Mango Writer cover art. Oh, those look nice. And the format's a little different too. It's still the 8 panels, but he does some different stuff there. That's pretty nifty. This one was cool. Using photography to tell the story of the castle of the Masovian dukes south of Warsaw, Poland. For a guy who likes doing photo zines and fanzine, my street art stuff, that appeals. But yay, there's so many different things. Recipes. I did this one, Warsaw Zagorlik. Where's that? This might be that format that we were just looking at with the manga. And this one, you go sideways so you can go to landscape. Oh, and this one goes this way. See, cool. Then he has some literary stuff. This one here is interesting. Obviously, you can't print something that where the image is not static, but he has a girl cover and he has a boy cover. And this is how he represents it on the screen. But you download the different PDFs and you get the same thing with different colors or covers. And for other stuff, he has all sorts of interesting things. You want a maze? Look at that. That's pretty cool. Then he has his co-op zines about his Warsaw Zine Club. Now, I took this first one. Notice he has it in English and Polish. I'm going to pull up the Polish because I printed the English. His user interface is fantastic. To be able to share the 2 languages on the same entry, and it flows so well. He's got it so well organized. And he has a couple guest scenes. a very, very neat piece. So yeah, Gniazdo, Swiatow with their free zine distro. Easily could have been 40, 50 zines in there. The man is prolific. He's doing great stuff in his community. I thought it would be worth sharing with all of you. As I promised, I'm going to put the link in the show notes so that you can go check it out yourself and print off all the zines you want. It's really something special. So well done, Godai. Well done, Bartek. And keep it up. Keep doing good stuff. Folks, this is FANzine Live. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure, if you're interested, leave a comment so that folks can get your opinions on online zine distros like this, or using the web to cross boundaries, oceans even. But also don't forget, like the video, subscribe to FANzine Live, and tell your friends. Do your friends know about Gniazdo, Swiatow? Highly doubtful. But we'll make sure it happens. Thanks again for watching, everybody. This is Tom. So glad you joined me on this special World Zines edition of FANzine Live. I will catch you next time.